She was a mother who made people feel suffocated. Filled with regret over her own life, she disguised her behavior as concern for her child and forced every failure and every unresolved grievance onto her son. The university she failed to get into became a goal her son had to achieve at all costs. The company she never entered turned into the only future he was allowed to choose. If not for biological limits, she would have preferred her child to be a girl, so she could completely recreate her own past through him. Since reality could not be changed, she still dressed her son as a girl, also she could see the version of herself she believed fate had wronged. This kind of projection slowly turned into a twisted form of control. She wanted to use her son to live a flawless life all over again. No one knew how much humiliation Shiota endured because of this. His school application was maliciously altered by female classmates and submitted to an all-girls high school. His graduation trip was jokingly suggested by so-called friends to Thailand. Humiliation piled on humiliation, pushing Shiota to the edge of collapse. It was not until Kora Sensei appeared that things began to change. With Kora Sensei's guidance, Shiota slowly blended into Class E. For the first time, he felt what it meant to be respected. His grades improved as well, and he even ranked within the top 50 in the entire school. But those days did not last long. The mother who filled Shiota with despair once again reached out to control everything. She insisted on transferring him back to Class D during the final semester before graduation. Her reason was absurd yet stubborn. She had heard that someone ranked in the 60s could buy their way back. She decided to use connections and begged the Class D homeroom teacher. For the first time, Shiota gathered the courage to object. In Class E, there were teachers who understood him, real happiness, and steady academic progress. Before he could finish speaking, Shiota realized he had made a mistake. His mother never accepted opposition. In her world, a child's opinion held no value. There was nothing to discuss. She immediately decided to go to the school the next morning to handle the transfer. Shiota softly suggested there was no need to rush, but the moment he spoke, his mother's face darkened and the air froze. Helpless, Shiota secretly told Kora Sensei what was happening. After listening, Kora Sensei told him to rest and not worry, that he would handle everything. The next day, the official homeroom teacher Tadayami was away on a business trip and could not return. Kora Sensei disguised himself as Tadayami and sat in the office. Before long, Shiota's mother arrived. She kept repeating that everything she did was for her child, but the overflowing desire for control was obvious to anyone. In that moment, Kora Sensei finally understood why Shiota had become the way he was, and he was furious. He took off the wig and told Shiota's mother that neither a hairstyle nor a university should be decided by parents. A child's life must be chosen by the child himself. Kora Sensei made his stance clear. He would never agree to the transfer. Class E would not let Shiota go. That decision drove the mother completely out of control. That night, she drugged Shiota and knocked him unconscious. When Shiota woke up, he was standing outside the Class E classroom. In his mother's hand was a lit torch. She refused to do it herself. She ordered her son to set the classroom on fire, because only then would Shiota be crushed by irreversible guilt, never able to hold his head up again, and forever under her control. Shiota tried to refuse, but was met with ruthless accusations. Just as the situation spiraled out of control, an assassin suddenly appeared. He simply thought the woman was too loud, so he acted. His real target was Kora Sensei. Intelligence showed that Kora Sensei usually watched TV dramas with an artificial intelligence in the classroom at that hour. He had planned to ambush him early, but the chaos interrupted everything. Shiota noticed that for the first time, fear appeared on his mother's face. In that moment, he no longer wanted to live by reading her expressions. He stepped forward and calmly stated his decision. After graduation, he would cut his long hair. If his mother disagreed, he would repay every cent of the cost of raising him from birth until now, and then leave